Hey, what's up everyone? How y'all doing? It's me, Danny Lightning. I'm here with Maxthegamer. We're probably gonna do some CSR2 stuff, maybe, I think. I'm not sure yet. It's either that or some Candy Crush. I'm not sure what you guys would rather see. Maybe Candy Crush would be more fun. I don't know. You guys
rank
tell us.
7,000.
In Candy Crush?
No, I'm just joking. I think you can get up that high though. So, anyway, happy Friday, everyone.
Yeah. I guess they want CSR2 Max. They don't want Candy Crush, so.
They want Candy Crush.
I guess we're gonna have to do CSR2.
Oh no, I am crushed.
All right.
No sweetness.
You pop out the chat window real quick. Where is it?
And don't forget to take out the temporary about to start screen when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Normally it's really easy. I don't know what I've done here.
Well, we got quite a few people waiting here.
There we go. There's the pop-out chat. I need to be able to read the comments.
Oh, I better put it to all live chat, right?
There we go.
Miss some comments otherwise.
Yeah, live seems to have more comments.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Alright, what do we got? Okay, we got Odom's here, we got Leroy Jenkins, Bosco, Tariq, Darpesh, Raymond, Anang, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Daily Gamer. And we got Mountaintop Giver, Omniverse is here, Mark Reyes, Uncle Broken Down Beamer, Like Mikasa, Isan Eldon, Jedi's Boss, Felipe Barbosa. Hello to everyone.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Fred, thank you so much for the donation already. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. Somebody says, hey, Danny, is this season's milestone prize car any good? Well, I haven't actually tried the new Lotus out yet. Do you know anything about this one yet, Max?
Oh, we're getting the Audi RS6 Avant something, right?
Oh, wait, that's next season. The Lotus is next season. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Lotus is the next season. This season's car is very good.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. That RS6 is going to be awesome. Sometimes I get my brain gets a little broken and gets confused, I guess.
Well, I mean, think about it. You take the current RS6, which is one of the best Audis in the game, and you rack it up to the next level. Of course it's good.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything bad about it. So
I think it's going to be pretty awesome, actually.
Absolutely.
Oh, Uncle Broken Down figured out a down tune for the 177. Yeah, I think you can probably
easy to down tune.
Yeah, I think you can down tune that one like crazy, actually.
Yep, all different ways. All different ways.
Eli says, have you ever tried to make a Discord server? Well, I actually did make one for one of the other video games I play. Back when I have another channel, and it doesn't have as many subscribers, but the second we opened it up, the amount of trolls and troublemakers that came in and just caused problems was unbelievable, so we shut it down. Just too many people come in and mess things up, unfortunately, so I don't think I'll ever do a public Discord again.
I mean, it has to be moderated. All these channels. You can't just have it wide open. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, you got to have a bunch of good moderators, and I don't know. It's not always easy to find good moderators. Like, I know a bunch of people now that probably would do a good job, but, you know, I don't think they're really going to be... They got so much stuff going on, I don't think they would really want to spend the time over there as well, so... I don't know, just, it's a lot of work. I don't really have time to go there too much and mess with things anyways, but yeah, I can't wait for the new RS6. This is going to be really cool, guys. I think it's going to be amazing, actually.
Yeah, it's basically a slightly faster version of the current RS6, so you can't complain. Did they fix the upgrade of matchmaking? Well, what I noticed is I think they took the bots out. So if you can't find a human player with your super tune, you're going to end up with no players. So now you got to be a little smarter about how you play with the tune. Extreme dyno beaters just can't find opponents, and therefore you can't get any racing done. I think that's one little fix they just did.
I'm slacking, guys. I haven't even started on the latest Showdown.
I don't start any showdowns on the first day because, again, I always tell everybody, I let the motivated people go first. They can have their own little group of 20 where they try to outperform each other. In my case, what I do is I hide and avoid all those people until they're gone, or at least racing outside of my 20 group, and then I try to jump in a group of 20 lazy people so I don't have to work so hard. You know.
I have a feeling this F40 is going to be good.
Which one?
The Ferrari F40.
F40 or the Enzo?
F40.
Oh, I don't know. What's
I'm gonna
the
go
dyno
run
on that?
I'm gonna go run a few races with this and see how it does. MTN just started today itself. Chris wants to know about the AMG 63 crew car. He's thinking of upgrading it for the Showdown.
Oh yeah, I maxed mine on the main account because I really like that car. Not because it's great or fast or anything. It's a 7.9 car, fully maxed, but it's a nice low performance, low PB, high evo car when you want to set up for that, and it's very easy to drive in Showdown. So that's why I would rock that car any day. Yeah, one of the better Mercedes to come along in a while, because we don't have any real good Mercedes in the game.
Why am I using the F40? I don't know. I like that car, actually. I forgot, though. I think I maxed it out and I changed the tune, and now I don't remember how to drive it. I used to have it tuned in a weird way where it used a different shift pattern. Hey, what's up, Crack the Sky? How's it going? But yeah, I really like the F40s. There's some pretty good cars. Plus, it's a dyno beater, so it should do pretty good in the Showdown, actually. But
hey,
I was looking at the cars that I have upgraded that's available for the Showdown, and I didn't like any of them until I saw this one. Miguel, what's up, buddy? Thomas, how you doing?
What's the question, Melvin? Melvin Fernandez says he has a option-seeking question again.
Uh-oh. Maxthegamer, will you use your 720S GT3 today? I was using mine and found you the other day, so if you did not change it, we should get into the same lobby. That's Felipe there.
I think I did change it because I had to set it back to stage 5, full stage 5 to run the event. So I did try to set it back to approximately where it was before, but I can't guarantee if that's the same tune.
Do you know if you can down tune the F-Type SVR? Somebody's wondering if that's going to be good for the Showdowns.
Now, one key point about this is, even if you down tune, you still want a fast car. Okay, if you down tune and your car runs like 15, it's probably going to be hard to find opponents when you get to the higher trophy ranges. But in the beginning, I think any of these cars will be fine. As long as you can find somebody to beat up on, you'll still advance. Let's see.
Oh, I think he wants us to set up a car like his. Well, first off, it would cost us a lot of gold if we had to change our fusion parts around and stuff, so... Like he said, he's got 95 fusions and 5 stage 6. I mean, in order for us to set up a car, I mean, it would have to have the exact parts installed. or like whatever we did probably would not be the same.
Yeah, we would probably have to see that it's got the same amount of fusions. For example, I always do videos with max fusion cars, fully fusioned, for that reason, because then there's there's no variable there. Fusions are a big variable because some fusions affect some parts more than others. So if you're missing a turbo fusion and I'm missing an intake fusion, we're not going to have the same times, even if I tune it the same way. 9.3 with 95 fusion sounds about right, actually.
Chris, not every car likes a perfect start. On that Viper, I always let go of the gas, I think, right on number 1. And it drops the needle like in front of the perfect start. So I'm not really sure which Viper you're on. I'm guessing the ACR, right? For the Prestige Cup. Let go of the gas a little bit sooner on that one. Miguel.
He's saying a perfect shift. Is he talking about a perfect start or a perfect shift? Because
wait, perfect shift.
That shouldn't. I mean, a perfect shift, unless you're spinning the tire somehow. Generally, a perfect shift wouldn't cause that.
Yeah, to me that does sound like wheel spin.
Yeah. Yeah, Melvin, you gotta understand the car's not that fast, even fully maxed. So the 9.3 with the amount of fusions you're missing sounds about right. So it probably is good. However, your 9.3 won't be competitive in live because you have a lot of upgrades and not really that fast compared to your performance point level. Just so you know that. So what's happening, Chris, is you're probably launching it too late or too early. Try to launch that car right around 4,000 RPM. That's where, and then don't immediately. Well, actually, you're supposed to immediately hit nitrous, but if it's wheel spinning on the second gear after a shift and not hooking, then something might be up with your tire tuning or some other tuning parameters. So you have to look at that. But without knowing more, it's hard to say exactly what the cause is.
Yeah, definitely make sure your tune is good and make sure you're using the right shift pattern for it. But I don't get a perfect start on that car. And for shifts, though, I usually shift a little bit before perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that you got to watch for. Usually when I get that kind of crazy wheel spin on a shift, it's because I'm already launching it late, very late, and then I'm shifting out of that really fast, and then it basically just goes crazy and starts spinning and doesn't go anywhere. But if you launch at 4K, you should be all right.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. I have a video all about how to drive the Viper ACR. You might even want to check that out. I think I usually do a review on it where I show like how to tune it. I give you some tuning advice, how to drive it, and do a review on the car. But I actually think I screwed up on the review part, because that car will beat dyno time, and I'm dyslexic, so I think I read the time correctly. I was like, oh, this thing won't beat dyno, but it actually does. So I screwed up on the review.
The best tune for it is a Dyno Buster tune. So
what's that?
But again, you can't launch it perfect. It's a bit of a weird car.
It's very strange, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? 0812. How you doing? But yeah,
you see all these Aston Martins you're meeting?
No, I'm not really paying any attention to what I'm racing.
Yeah, 177. They're gonna run off on you. Watch. A lot of these guys are severely down tuned, and then they're gonna try to just keep pace on you. Oh, not that guy. Maybe he hasn't figured out the down tune yet.
Maybe. I know I have a 177, but I didn't see it on the list. I'm not sure. Didn't we just have that as a Prestige Cup car the other day?
I don't know.
All right, Rolfulus says, "Hey Danny, do you know how I can get my McLaren F1 to become elite?" Well, are you talking about elite upgrades or actually making the car itself elite? Now, you can only elite a couple cars when you're running Tempest. There's some time trials you do to get your elite license. I don't know if you're talking about that, but if you're talking about the elite license, all right, once you hit Tempest 1, there's a set of elite license. Once you hit Tempest 2, there's a set of elite license. And when you hit Tempest 3, there's a set of elite license. So you got to use that car for the Tier 5 elite license to make it elite. Now, if you're just talking about the elite upgrades, you have to go out and earn the elite tokens to upgrade that. You can get the elite tokens from Showdowns, the elite tuners events. There's all kinds of little things on the map that might give out a few tokens here and there. So hopefully that answered your question there. See, I don't really like the fact that they have an elite license, yet they come out with like the elite cars. So that gets a little confusing. I think they should have named those something else.
Yeah, I mean, now, I mean, it's an elite tuner car automatically, so you just have to get tokens to elite it, as far as I know. I mean, you don't have to do anything else other than collect green, red, and blue tokens and yellow tokens. So you got to have those to upgrade the elite levels. Now, Liam Jacob asked a question about rank 62, but he's freezing when he's trying to customize. This game doesn't have a lot of customizations. A lot of cars cannot be customized. So I don't know if that might be a compatibility issue with your phone. That usually causes these kind of freezes. But generally speaking, you know, you can only customize the elite tuner cars, really.
Bra PC, if you lock in a car into the Tempest, can you use it in the other event? Yes. Now, the only time you can't use a car is if you run the elite license and you make that car elite by running the elite license, then you can't use it to race in the rest of the Tempest events. But that's the only time you're going to lock something out.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of confusion about that lock-in situation. So here's something to understand. If you lock in a car into one of these events, you cannot change that car once you lock it in. Tempest is the only one that lets you use gold to switch out lock-ins. Okay, so understand Tempest does some things that regular events won't do, which is lock out your elite license car. But on the other hand, Tempest allow you to switch cars, whereas normal events will not. So be very careful when you lock in cars for normal events.
Yeah, because I was under the impression that, you know, after going through Tempest, I figured for a lot of those events you were going to be able to change your cars with gold. But like Max says, you cannot. See, a lot of people will lock something into Legends and be like, oh, yeah, wait, why can't I change this? Mm-hmm. And you're stuck. Once you lock something into Legends, you are stuck. That's it.
Yeah, and even for the current events on the map for this European series, a lot of guys are complaining they locked into Zonda, Barchetta, but they didn't have enough parts and there's no crates because it's paid. So it just, you know, it really puts people in a bad position when they don't realize that and plan ahead before they lock it in. So going back a few questions, Denny, Miguel asked, does anyone know what car will get for the 8,000 European tickets? That's anybody's guess. I mean, I'm sure they don't call it a secret car without, you know, having something. They're probably hiding the data as well. So we don't know. We don't know what that may be.
I think it's going to be the F1 car.
I mean, that's my speculation because, you know, we know there are two F1 cars in there with different numbers in the data, but who knows? I mean, why would they give us an F1 car? Even they want you to earn one and then they just sell you one? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it might be. It might be the 44 versus the 77 car. We'll see.
Oh, you got to have both for your collection, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we don't know actually. We're just taking some wild guesses on that.
So Thomas Lucas is saying people are getting suspended for the negative tunes. I mean, I think somebody has to really complain about a particular player for them to get suspended. Not to say that it's not, just saying it's kind of surprising because, you know, Natural Motion just doesn't seem consistent with how they hand out these suspensions. So,
hey, what's up, DJ? You know, honestly, I don't think they should ban people for using negative tunes because anybody can go in there and do that. That's really a game feature, in my opinion. Yeah, it's kind of like cheating in a way, but everybody can do it. So, is it really cheating or doing something dishonest? I say no. I hope they're not banning people for that.
Yeah, well, that's why they're suspending them, not banning them. But I think it's still inconsistent to the way their game's programmed. It's their own problem that they programmed it this way, and now they're punishing players for finding that out. It just seems a little, I don't know, doesn't seem fair. Now,
DJ, thank you. Sorry, Max.
Oh, no problem. Milwaukee. Oh wow, I can't even pronounce his name. Milwaukee. So the 300% boost is in the event itself, buried in race 59, and it activates immediately when you get to that race and beat it, and you only have 24 hours of it. So if you activated it by beating the event and you didn't think to run Showdown, you lose that 300% after 24 hours. So that's the problem with that thing. Okay, that's why you can't get it otherwise. You could pay for the 50, but you can't get the 300.
Now, I don't know if Thomas was being serious or just talking some crap, but yes, the Lamborghini from the dealership will beat John Harkness if you upgraded enough. Especially now, you can run those elite upgrades on it and give it more stars. That should make it pretty easy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Bosco's making a good point about the tickets being too easy to get. So 8K should not be the F1. That'll be too easy. I kind of agree with that assessment because I'm already sitting on about 4K tickets. So yeah, it's a little quick.
Addy Cash Hiker, I'm doing alright, buddy. How about yourself? Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, so Melvin says, what does the negative tune do? Generally, you can do a tune where you lose most of your Evo points and make the car beat dyno time by a lot. So you might be able to make a car beat dyno by 3 or 4 seconds if you on certain cars.
15
and normally,
seconds on some cars.
Yeah, that's real crazy right there. But if you do win a race with that, I don't know about the Showdown, but in a live race, if you go in and do a live race with the negative tune, you don't really get any respect points for a win.
Now you get same as basically having a stock car. You know, that's the issue. Now, the bottom line here is that it's a tuning parameter that was put into the game. Now, many players have discovered how to do it. I don't like negative tunes because, again, I don't make RP in live, and I think it's too hard to control anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, it is something that I see people use right now in Showdown. Because it was effective to get some people into some real high trophy ranges without having a car that runs fast. And basically, if you run into another player who doesn't have that tune, they automatically lose. So that's why people were using it. You know, again, people debate whether this is a type of cheating. I personally feel that if you're not modifying game parameters through some external method, and it's built within the game and you can find it, it's probably not nice, but I don't want to go as far as saying it's outright cheating. So
I'm going to look for my 177. I think I have one. And I'm going to try and down tune it a little bit.
It's a milestone car. You should have it.
Yeah, I got it
it's
somewhere.
Probably like that old man red.
No, it's a green color.
Oh, well then you got it later on then, where you swapped it out for that color.
I remember it being like a really light green.
Yeah, then you pulled
there it is.
You pulled that one.
Yes.
Right, so the dealership bought Huracan will need elite levels to beat John Harkness. You need stars. The 3-star Huracan fully maxed can easily beat John Harkness. So, you know, that's...
Dang.
Yeah.
30,000 cash to add a fusion part? They're robbing us blind, guys.
That's why 26 million really doesn't go very far.
Oh, I know. I've been slacking a little bit the last couple of days, so I'm behind on earning my game cash. But I do have the next season's Prestige Cup car, and it's probably upgraded, so... Alright, so what Bosco say?
He used a negative 999 and didn't get banned. Again, I don't know. I don't know what they're handing out bans for, because good old Natural Motion never tells us why they ban somebody, or even why they banned you specifically, even if you ask. So it's anybody's guess what they're doing. It just, you know. Aha, there it is. So Hitchcock just said, he actually asked Zanga, and they said down tuning cars is not cheating, but modding with the hacking app in tuning is cheating. Of course, if you're modding the tuning to add fusions, that's clear cheating. There's no question about that. But if you're tuning within the parameters of the game, I think calling it cheating is pushing it. But again, they're the game makers. They ultimately make the call on that.
That is true. Yeah, a lot of guys do actually add extra fusion parts to make their cars way faster than they're supposed to be. Alright, so there I got a 9.1 with a dyno time of a 10.1. So I got this guy beating dyno by about a whole second. Now I might be able to play with the tires. That's a 10.0. What was it at before? 11.4. Whoa. That's not what I wanted.
You definitely don't want to put it to 100.0. That's not a good spot.
Alright, so that's at 10.1. 10.0. That's still 10.0. So what I'm going to do at this point is just run a couple test runs and see what's the fastest. Hathura, hello. He says, I don't know why, but I'm just bored of CSR2 racing. Maybe you've just been playing it too much and got yourself burned out. When I do that, I usually just kind of take a break and do a couple really slow seasons. Uh-oh. It did not like that.
RPM drop. You got to launch early or late, Danny. I usually launch early rather than late, but it's your call. Now, the Melvin said, what is the crew RP to beat per season to join your crew? I'm in part of 2 crews, and the RP per season is like 650k and 700k, so it's not much.
Santos, what's up? Yeah, most milestone crews are around 700,000 to 800,000.
Yeah, that's standard. Hey, Santos. Alright, so the Aston Martin Zagato Coupe does not downtune as easily as the 177. The 177 is actually a pretty easy car to downtune to beat dyno. Zagato is probably, it's probably possible as some setup and tune, but it won't be as easy as the 177. Oh, thanks, Ron.
Bosco says late lunch on this one.
If you do late launch, you're gonna have to watch that wheel spin. But early, slightly early or slightly late both works.
Miguel says, Max, are you going to do another one of those live streams where you can earn money? He says he wants another shot at stealing your game cash.
Well, I'm almost at 100 million, so when I hit that, I will set up another live stream, I think. So
9.1 and 10.0. You know what? I kind of think I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like this. Probably put the nitrous up more if I wanted. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's beating Dyno by almost a whole second. I'm not super good at down tuning these cars, so.
Everybody's waiting for my charity stream. That's funny.
All right. I could use that. I'll tell you what though, Max, I think you say you went through so much money recently you can't really afford to do that at the moment?
Well, I did for a few seasons, but the last 2-3 seasons, all I've been doing is making cash by basically grinding live racing. So I actually did just fine. I'm up to 92 million at the moment.
Yellow Lighthouse, you're probably going to need a couple of Stage 6 parts to beat the Prestige Cup. I'm going to guess usually it's between 1 and 3. Every once in a while you might be able to get away with it without any, but most seasons you're going to need between 1 and 3.
Yeah, the ACR unfortunately isn't very quick without Stage 6s, so you're probably going to need at least 1 or 2 to make it through this one. Yeah, Thomas said he's going to try to get money from me. Well, you know, if I make it a charity event, I'll just give it out. So we'll just make it fun somehow, but I wouldn't really try to deny you the cash. I wasn't trying too hard to deny people the cash last time either, so, you know, but I had fun with that one. That was very enjoyable for me.
Santos, Finn's little car is awesome, so congratulations on getting that.
Ace vs Arcade, I believe the Ferrari Enzo will be, because right now what I found is depending on which programmer works on the particular car, if it has a certain shift pattern where you tend to launch and then nitrous third, a lot of these cars that this particular programmer sets up seems to be low performance point high evo cars. Look at the R18, look at the milestone car we're getting, the Mercedes. So hopefully, yes, it will be. My preliminary testing tells me that it should be. So, you know, but we have to see the final release to really be sure.
All right, Steven says, can the Lotus 360 beat Finn? I think there's a couple different Lotus 360s.
Right, the LF1 can easily be Finn, but the regular 360 may struggle. I can't remember for sure, but that's off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't think the regular one's going to be able to do it. It either barely does it or it can't. I can't remember which one. So if you have the regular 360, it's not a great idea.
And you're going to need that regular 360 almost fully maxed to pull it off, which isn't worth it. I mean, you're wasting all the Lotus fusions to get a Lotus. Right?
Whoops.
You might want to use something else.
But yeah, the Audi RS6 will definitely be able to beat the Ashley's challenge there. If you got enough parts in it, you set it up right, it will definitely do it. That car should be able to... I'm pretty sure that's on the list of cars that beats all 3 sets of Tempest.
Which one? Which car is that?
Audi RS6.
Yeah, it can... Well, you see, the problem with RS6, again, it struggles a little bit with sprints. I wouldn't even recommend it for Tempest 2, which is all sprints. You can use the Viper ACR for Tempest 2 and blow right through it, but for Tempest 3, the RS6 is much better. So it really depends on what you're looking for.
Bosco.
Yeah.
Bosco, yeah, go for it, buddy. Bosco says, can I ask if someone needs a crew? Sure.
So Ron says he wish he could do the Tempest. I wish I could re-elite all the crappy cars that I did. I mean, we all have that, especially if you played a long time and you caught the Tempest right when it first came out. I'm sure we're all regretting some of our choices. The Crow's not here to leave the room today yet, but I'm not going to show my elite license again. That tends to scare players off. I thought you knew what you were doing. I think you're a hack. You know nothing. You deleted the FRS. What's wrong with you?
Melvin, if I took this car into live racing right now, it's beating Dino by so much. I bet after about 3 or 4 races, it would get pushed into a real fast lobby. So I don't normally live race with the Dino beaters anymore, just for that type of reason.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, Steven, something to understand. Prestige Cups definitely requires a bunch of parts. If you're not going to be able to beat the PC Cup, rather than bang your head against that, you're better off going to live racing to make up for the points. That being said, you could, if you have enough cash, you could buy regular Dodge Viper GTSs from the dealership and strip them for fusions. So at least you can get fusions that way. But ACR is very hard to get stage 6s. Mine's like 5 years old and I'm still missing one stage 6. I don't even know how that happened. But
yeah, I'm missing 2 of the stage 6s on mine.
Yeah,
and I've had it forever.
It gave me a duplicate.
Oh, man.
It gave me a duplicate during the event. So I was like, oh, well, I'm not even going to sweat it. I don't rely on that car for anything, so I'm not too worried about it. But
yeah, there's occasionally they come out with a Prestige Cup that does not require any stage 5, but that's rare. That's very rare. I've only seen it maybe 2 or 3 times in the 4 years I've been playing.
Yeah, I think stage 5 only I've maybe seen once or twice that could beat the PC Cup. That's because the car is so good that Natural Motion probably didn't think about it, and they made it easier. Normally
you need 2 or 3. Yeah. Hey Asho, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Cool J, hello.
Welcome, Asho. AC
Ron.
Spider do all the sprints for Tempest. I believe it could.
Which one?
It has a weird tune to do it, but I believe it could.
I've heard it can. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but
let me see. I don't think mine's maxed though. That's the problem. I would have to go on the content account to test it because my AC Spider is missing tire stage 6 and engine stage 6. So I'm missing probably some important ones for that sprint.
Thura, I'm just running one of the showdowns currently.
T, life's been rough this week, but I made it through the week, so it can only look up from here, I hope.
So Asho's one of the guys that helps me out with an account with all the maxed out cars and stuff. So shout out to Asho and his YouTube channel there. Uh-oh, I messed up. Asho says he sees people getting suspended left and right. What are they getting suspended for, buddy? Some people are saying down-tuning cars are getting people suspended. But other people said they've asked support, and support said there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Santos, I would say even if you have it maxed out, it might be doable, but it's going to be a little tough. Because without maxing it out, even at 5.0 final drive with the typical settings for sprint, I'm not seeing it being that close to 1.3. So.
Well, I do this every stream, don't I? Every stream you guys have to watch it now. It's bad enough that you have to watch it on the game. Alright, and then you guys come here and have to watch it here too. I'm sorry. Alright.
Mugen Lozano, the 2005 GT,
wow.
I think I have a video on Tempest 3 Tier 4 with that car. So
that's crazy.
I want to look for that one.
He said after they got unsuspended, 2 hours later they were suspended again. That's nuts. Did I just have a game crash here? What happened? Oh no.
Maybe you did.
Oh, we're frozen, guys. We're frozen.
Yeah, the Supra is your best bet for tier 5. That thing with some elite levels will just simply blow through the Tempest 3 tier 5. Most tier 5s will blow through Tempest 3 tier 5 though. It's a pretty easy tier.
Yeah, the Supra is pretty cool if you can get enough parts put on that thing. You probably will need some of those elite parts though.
Yeah, you definitely need some elite levels. It's a 9.3 car without it, but it hits 8 point something pretty fast once you start eliting it. So...
Oh, Asho hasn't finished Tempest 3 yet. I'm surprised. You should make a video of that when you run through it. That's what I would do. I think it would be kind of cool to run through all the Tempest races again. Only thing is though, sometimes they do change the boss times around.
But I think a lot of that is not intentional. I think when they reprogram something for like an event, then it sometimes has unintended side effects on, you know, challenges in the event. Oh boy, I just had a major thunder outside my house.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So
Are
if
you
I disappear,
okay?
you guys know what happened.
Are you alright, man?
I'm still here. If the electric
Okay.
cuts out, then I'll disappear. But other than that, I'll be here.
Some people get all kinds of freaked out during thunderstorms.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of dogs get freaked out, but for some reason, my puppy doesn't seem to care. Trash trucks, thunder, whatever. He just, you know. He gets more upset when I roll the trash can, though. He doesn't like that sound.
Asho, if you're talking about Tempest, the boss times are actually set.
Yeah, the Tempest bosses all run at the same time, you know.
Yeah, they got set speed traps, you got set sprint races, and you have the final boss always runs a very specific time. So no, those really aren't random. Now, most of the races in between, I don't know, those might be random, I'm not sure, but I know the last boss.
Tempest. I don't think they are for Tempest. What I notice about it, though, is, for example, in Tier 5, when they buffed the Regera, one of the opponents who uses a Regera became real tough. Like, you'd literally jump from 13-second runs all of a sudden to this dude doing 10.5. But other than that, you know, I call that unintended consequences of them buffing the car. Because they don't go back and fix everything that in the other parts of the code. But, yeah, so... see, Bosco, yours goes mental, right? Yeah, but most dogs seems to be very sensitive to thunder for some reason. You know, but... mine seems okay. Oh, that's cool, Santos. Your dog's not afraid of it either. Yeah, I mean, we watched a fireworks show with my dog hanging out with us, so it's, you know, so I know he's not bothered by that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a giant pain to get all the tokens to elite all those cars. It's actually almost impossible, it feels like.
I don't bother. I just don't. To me, it's like, whatever. It doesn't even... It's not even part of my requirement of this game to try to elite anything. I do it when I see the tokens laying there, and if it's not there, then it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Ron Gallart. So basically, unless there's some sort of part crate you can open in the rare imports, that's probably the only other way, unless there's an event coming up that's going to give out parts for that car. He's short 1 stage 6 for the R8 LMS.
Yeah. $144 and change to max out the R18.
It is not easy to get those parts for most of these cars. Steven says, "Hey Danny, have you tried the Purple Star Porsche?" Well, I'm not really sure which Purple Star Porsche you're referring to, bud. I think there's quite a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, I hate gas pits in general because you can't play non-stop, but I think that's the whole point. They don't want you to play non-stop. The game servers will crash if we kept that up. If everybody was racing non-stop, the server would constantly crash.
I've always hated games that have like the energy limit or the gas pip limit. I actually almost uninstalled this game because of that. I was like, it's another one of those. I was really close just to uninstalling it and not even playing it. So I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't uninstall it, actually. Oh, the Green Hill Prize Porsche. That's not that great, honestly.
Well, it's not a fast car. It's probably gonna. A lot of people are gonna be using it during that showdown. But you know, I don't know. I'm not too keen on that car. It's
yeah, it doesn't really seem like anything special. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Nano Rodders, buddy, your tune really depends on which Stage 6 and which fusions you have installed. So I can't guarantee you that my current tune would work for your car. It could be great or it could be absolutely horrible for you. So
yeah, the Green Hell car is blue. But then again, it's not. I mean, it's not relevant to the. It doesn't matter if the car's blue. I just think it's not that great a car is the problem.
But basically, I will say this: I've got my tires at 8 psi, my final drive at 2.0, and my nitrous is almost all the way to the right. But I can't guarantee you that's going to work good for your car. But that's how I've got this one set up. We got Sin Snips in the house, buddy. Good to see ya.
Hey, welcome, Sin Snips. Let me see if I can find my 177. I know I should have it on my second account as well, but this account I didn't organize my garage too well, so everything's hard to find. I just piled them somewhere. Is
yours maxed out, Max?
If I have to find it first, then I'll let you know. On my main account it is, but
mine's pretty close.
Yeah, because I had it on my main account forever as a milestone car, so you know I had plenty of time to gather parts for it. And it was part of earlier events in the past too, so it's been used for quite a few things. I think it was PC car. That's probably when you got it. It was PC car too.
Yeah, that is actually when I got it. So
yeah,
for a really long time, like my crew started off as a little teeny crew, and for the first year we were together, we didn't get the milestone prize cars. And then eventually we grew into a milestone car. So there was a lot of cars I missed. Thing is, I really got along with the people in the crew, so I stayed there, even though we weren't winning the cars. And eventually we got up there. So now we get like about 40 million a season, I think. 40 nice. Million-ish, 35, 40 sometimes. I think we've hit 45.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, but I know I should have one. Let me go to the Pro Leagues to see if it come up on my list of usable cars.
All right, see you, Steven, buddy. The Evora is a really awesome car. I'm not really so sure about the Jaguar, but the Evora is really good.
Yeah, but I mean, again, both of those cars are hard to upgrade with fusions because it's hard to get fusions. Just so you know that's what you're getting into. Oh, there it is. I do have the mouse.
That's true.
Oh, wow, I got a like me one like yours.
Ah, cool.
So I must have not had this car on this account until the PC Cup.
Oh man, I'm in second place. Holy moly! I can't believe it.
You're in rookie league, Danny. That's why you're in second place so fast.
Yeah, but I'm in second place, man.
I don't care, man. Second. Who cares what league it is?
Yeah. Jay, bro, what's up?
Don't talk to me about second. I'm first as far as I'm concerned.
L33, how you doing? We're using the LD Player emulator. That's definitely my favorite out of all the emulators. You know, Max, I actually downloaded the 64-bit version and it would crash every time I opened the game.
Oh.
So I deleted it and went back to the regular 32-bit version. They do even say they don't recommend getting the 64-bit because there's so many bugs and problems. So it's weird that it works for you, but not for me.
Yeah, the 62-bit, the 64-bit works for me, but not the 32-bit. It always crashes.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Guy, see you later, buddy. Have a good one.
Yep. And welcome, L33.
Yeah. Timo said he got the new RS6 RSR.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet, buddy.
Unfortunately, next Thursday to all of us.
Unfortunately, you got to wait another week.
It's all good.
I was so disappointed when my first prize car came, and I realized, hey, we don't get it for a week.
Yeah, a lot of guys asked me that the first time they got a milestone car. Yep. Like, where's my car?
I hear that a lot too.
It's coming.
What I really hate though is someone says, "Oh yeah, we got the milestone crew, but I left my crew. Am I still gonna get the car?" And I'm like, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
I see T-Mo's using the 64-bit as well. I mean, I think your computer specs may affect that too. You know, if you have like specific specs on the computer that favors the 64 versus the 32,
that could
have
be.
An impact on it.
Right? I've never had good luck with BlueStacks, Miguel. I've always had a lot of lag on it for some reason. I tried it again not too long ago, and it was still giving me a lot of problems. So I'm pretty sure I tried BlueStacks 5. It was either 4 or 5, but I've tried 1, 2, 3, and 4 for sure, and it was terrible. And I'm pretty sure 5 was messed up as well. So I don't know. Maybe my current computer just doesn't like it. Jedi Boss, hey, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see ya. All right, let me collect all my junky prizes here.
Yeah, I think the issue with that you need a powerful PC to utilize some of the higher-end emulators. Particularly, BlueStacks seems to be a real memory hog. I remember that thing had a lot of demand on what the computer performance is. Yeah.
So does LD Player, but not as bad as most of the other emulators I've found.
Compared to BlueStacks, LD Player barely requires anything. You know, because I remember BlueStacks would slow down my PC just with 1 or 2 windows open.
Yeah, I had a lot of problems with it. Now, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to see if I can put any more elite parts into my McLaren F1. Let me find that sucker. Where you at? Oh yeah, it's the very first car in the Tier 5 section. No, not the first one, but there we go. Yeah, I mean, I've got an i5 processor and a GTX 1660 or maybe a 2060, and it does pretty well. Alright, 26,000. Alright, cool. We hit 2 new fusion slots. At what point does this car start doing better? At what elite level, Max?
What, the F1?
Yeah.
I would say elite level 30 is already doing pretty good. I mean,
that's
by
where I
elite
just
level
hit.
35, you're pretty much there. Well, from 35 to 50, those last batch of fusion slots really helps a lot, though.
Gotcha.
But it's already pretty good at elite level 30.
I know at some point Max was saying this gets a really good lobby advantage.
Yes, it does.
So I guess I'm going to start putting some parts into this thing.
Now, the reason why it gets lobby advantage is the same as why the other really fast cars get it. Because at stage 5 only, it's an 8.1 car, right? So you almost never have to even put in stage 6s to be in the slower lobbies. Whereas other cars have to have 3 stage 6s to match your performance. So that's why it gets lobby advantage. I noticed that's what happens with this car. And that's why I like it. Anything from 10 second to 7.7, this car has lobby advantage all the way through. And it's not that hard to drive without it being fully maxed. I mean, when you're maxed out, it's actually harder to drive than when you have no stage 6s installed.
Yeah, Bosco was telling me the other day, even though you hate that car, you should upgrade it, and I guess I probably should.
Yeah, you won't regret it, man. I'll send you the setup I use, and you can try it. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy with it.
Oh, I'm out of stuff.
If you don't want to be in 7.7, I can put you. I can help put you. Oh, you ran out of blue.
So I got up to level 39, which is pretty decent.
Yep. Yep.
Now it looks like it gave me a stage 6 part, but heck, I already had that.
Your car's already maxed. I mean, it all it really needs is the elite levels.
Yeah. Now let's see how much. I'm gonna see how much harder it is to drive now.
Well, I mean, with a max like that, it's gonna be harder to drive. You need to take out the stage 6s to make it easier to drive.
Yeah. Oh boy. Did you see how fast it took down the track? Like the camera couldn't even keep up with it. I don't even think I shifted it good. That was terrible. But 7.1s, alright. Should be running faster than that though with a 7003 on the dyno. But yeah, trying to beat dyno on this is nuts.
Yeah, Felipe, it's hard for me to swap while I'm in the middle of the live stream because it distracts me from reading the chat. Sometimes I can do it just to keep the stream, keep things occupied on the screen. But I can take a look, see if I can match you in the lobby. I don't know if I will, but I can bring the McLaren out real quick. I
can't get my nitrous to go off. That's weird.
Third gear. Nitrous won't activate in first and second because it shifts so fast. So you basically have to wait till third gear to hit that nitrous, which is still instantly, almost.
Wait, Santos says, have you guys seen the F1 W11 EQ Performance Tier 5 car? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Is that something new that's supposed to be added into the game?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, Thomas, I know that the TVR Sagirus, or whatever it's called, is going to be a PC car in a couple of seasons. But the Griffiths is still better.
Ron, I'll show you how I have my Bentley GT3 set up. I've only got some, I think stage 3 and stage 4 parts on it, and it's a beast. Fred, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that a lot. Those donations really help. Thank you for the extra support.
Sagirus.
Now, how do you have yours set up, Max? He's asking if you should upgrade it to stage 5 for offline races, but you don't really need to.
I mean, for online, you definitely don't need stage 5s. If anything, it's more competitive, slightly less in stage 5 only. You're leveraging certain parts to get the highest evo at the lowest performance point. So the only thing is you want to lobby away from certain cars that are really obnoxious on dyno beating, because this car won't beat dyno by that much.
All right, so I've got it on stage 4 transmission and everything else is on stage 3. That gives it a dyno time of... Let's see. It destroys... No, it doesn't really beat dyno, though. You might be able to tune it to beat dyno, but I can get 9.999s out of it, roughly 9.998 sometimes if I get a perfect run. So yeah, it's not going to be something you want to use for dyno beating events, I don't think. Now I could possibly...
The GT is good too.
Now I could possibly be able to tune it a little different, but it's going to be a rough to make this guy do that. But this is one of those low performance point high evo cars that will just stomp people in live racing even if you're not beating dyno. Wait, Santos, what are you talking about? Karma says, yo, I have a question. Well, go ahead and ask it. Santos says, go to the Mercedes. I don't know. Have you? Oh, it's in the Mercedes. It's a Mercedes F1? All right, let's go to the dealership and see what you're talking about.
Are you talking about the Formula car? That might be the event reward for the finals.
Yeah, is it the F1 car? Oh,
it's a Formula One car.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of you're talking about another McLaren F1 of some type. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. What about it? I don't actually know too much about it, honestly. I haven't driven it or tried to figure it out yet because it's not released into the game currently.
Yes, the Ferrari Enzo is coming out in the game, Karma.
Fred, what about a Showdown, buddy?
The Enzo's coming in a Showdown. Is what Fred's trying to say. Yeah.
All right, so just to show you guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a live race with this car. And this is kind of my go-to Tier 5 live racer right now. We'll go ahead and race Hades here. That kind of looks nice with that color setup he's got on that. But yeah, this is such a good live racer. So I let go of the gas just before it hits number 1. Try and get like all shifts right before the red line and nitrous on 6th gear, and it pretty much beats everybody. And if I do lose, it's really close like that. So he ran a 10.027, I ran a 10.045. If I get my run just right, it'll run 10.997, 10.998. So it always runs a 10, somewhere between a 10 point, usually always in the 10.0s. I mean, that guy got me, but not by much. That's another really awesome live racing car. Julian, how do you play CSR2 on PC? We use a Android emulator like LD Player. Now the funny thing is, alright, I've been live racing with this all week, and usually I might, out of 10 races, I might lose 1 or 2, so it just happens that I come in here to do one race and I lose the first one. The game tries to make me a liar, guys. What's up, Mikey? How you doing?
Hey, Mikey. Yeah, we're using emulators like the LD Player to play on the computer.
Ooh. All right, this is another one of those top-notch live racers here. So this is going to be a rough battle.
I think Soundwave's going to win. I hate to say it, but
if he's got it down tuned, yes, he will.
Yeah, I got my money on Bosco's car.
I actually just made a video a couple days ago about the next PC and milestone cars. Ah, crap! I screwed up my shift pattern. That's why I said I let go of the gas before number 1, because it got that kickback and it slowed me down. So I messed that one up. Yeah, he got a 9.995 and I got a crap sandwich. A turd taco. It was not good, guys. It was not good. Let's get some more gas. I'll rematch him. Santos, one thing about test driving a car like the F1, I think you're test driving a stock car that doesn't have any upgrades on it. So, personally, I never test drive the cars because they're nothing like they are when you get them and upgrade them. But he said it's got something like a crazy amount of RPM. Actually, it is possible that I got bumped. Because sometimes this car...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sometimes this car does beat Dyno by a little bit. So it could have gotten bumped. Now, unfortunately, I can't connect to my teammate there. We're having a bunch of issues all of a sudden.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Corey, the Bentley in the 7.7 lobby runs 7.49. And thanks, Hexam, for the positive feedback on my video. It took me a little while to kind of test through those cars and really think about what I would pick, but I think my choices, they're my choices. Again, I don't know if everybody would agree with me, but I really like the cars I picked for some of the best cars in those particular makes.
Hey, Maichi, all right, you have a good night and get some sleep. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow or something. We will see you later.
All right, have a good night.
I think she's a vampire, though. She's from Transylvania. Actually, not actually Transylvania, but something that sounds similar, so I make fun of her a little bit. Alright, there, we got that one. It sounds similar to Transylvania.
Thanks, Timo. Appreciate that.
I think it's like probably 3 in the morning for her right now.
Yeah, but the difference is this, Corey. The Bowline might be able to give me a run for my money, but it's actually running faster than its dyno. The Bentley is running slower than its dyno and being in 7.7 lobby as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be more stable. It works a little bit like the F1. Very good car in that lobby. Not that I would use it constantly, but it's definitely a good car.
Sorry.
There you go. You connected.
It's 5 p.m. right now. We'll actually go ahead and test run that F1 car in a little bit here. After I run out of gas, we'll go drive that F1 and see what happens.
Thanks, Bosco. I'm glad you like my choices. If you notice, I try to avoid a gray car in the list, but sometimes you can't.
Corey, the RS is a nice car as well. I'm pretty sure that's a low PP high Evo that you can tune really good for live racing.
Hexam, the Audi e-tron, I'm going to put out a... I know that Das Martin puts out a lot of nice little low PP high Evo tunes things. So I kind of leave that to him because I don't like to step on other people's toes when it comes to certain type of videos. But, I can do something for the e-tron. That's a great car, actually.
There we go. The highest RP car you guys have? I think I've got one that's around 2,400, maybe 2,200.
RP or
Evo points?
Evo points. Oh, Jesco Red, no doubt about it. You can have a crazy Evo on that car. It just it just won't be very drivable.
Oh wait, he said RP. I'm sorry.
RP F1. F1
that's about the same, RP. Actually. 2,400, 2,500. So hey, same answer, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Audi e-tron is quite good. It's quite good. I can't say it's better than the RS6 Avant because it's not as well-rounded overall, and Tier 5 has so many cars that as good as it is, it doesn't stand out as much. But I would say if you count the RS6 Avant as the best Audi in the game for now, the e-tron's a close second. I mean, that's how good that is in the Audi lineup. So, if you can get a hold of that car, definitely get a hold of it. And it does more more Evo points with less upgrades. So it's one of those guys, and it's very, very good.
Yeah, the e-tron is the red and white Audi. It kind of looks like some sort of crazy, super duper car. That's what I call those things.
I mean, it's a hybrid race car is what it comes down to. I mean,
it's a super duper racer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fantastic prize car. I mean, so I kind of mentioned this in one of the earlier live streams that for the European series, I had 3 cars on my must-have list, and 2 of the 3 I already have, and that is the McLaren 720S GT, GT3, and the Audi e-tron. Those are 2 of my 3 must-haves, and the only other car that I must get from this event personally would be the Enzo. Outside of that, the other cars, whether I get them or not, is optional to me. It's like, it'll be nice if I get them, but I'm not going to feel upset if I don't get them or something. But I would be pretty upset if I miss out on the Enzo or the e-tron or the 720S GT3. Because I think those are really good cars. I really like to get them in my garage.
Julian says, is the Avino worth maxing?
Which car?
The Veneno. Veneno, I guess you call it.
Oh, the Veneno? Here's the problem with Lamborghinis, okay? And I kind of mentioned it in my video review of the best cars. Lamborghini has a lot of what I would consider decent cars in the game, but none of them stands out enough to be super good. So right now, the Lamborghini cars are kind of, you know, would I max one out if I could, and it doesn't cost me any special effort? Sure. But the Veneno or Veneno, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it doesn't stand out that much. Okay. So that's the problem I have with those. They're all decent, but they're just not super. Yeah.
People always get mad at me for not knowing how to pronounce cars.
Yeah.
Do you get yelled at yelled at a lot for that, Max?
I get yelled at for that all the time because I butcher names.
One guy,
of all these cars.
One guy left a comment one day. He said, "I was really enjoying your video, and I thought it was so great until you pronounced the name of XXX car wrong. I'm never coming back." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Man, that guy got so mad just because I didn't know how to pronounce the name."
So it's a banano. Is that how you pronounce it? A banano?
A banano? A banano?
It's like a banana, but with a V. It's a banano.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Timo says something completely different.
Vajado. I can't even.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness
this way
gracious.
you guys are typing it, I can't pronounce it.
Banano.
So, it's a vino. All right. Let's let it go. Let's just say that.
You guys are messing with us now, aren't you?
Yeah. It means prison in Spanish. I guess if you were sitting in that car, you're probably thinking you're in prison too. That's how tight those
Lamborghini
cars are.
poison.
So it's Veneno.
So we're gonna go test drive that car in just a minute.
Oh, every car in this game sounds so bad. I mean, I don't even. If I wanted to hear engine sounds, I don't even turn the sound on in CSR2. Let's just put it that way.
I don't usually either.
Silent. Yeah. I'd rather listen to Spotify than deal with the sound in this game.
I forget if it was my turn to win or not, so I'm just going to drive really slow. Vajnajno. The Vajnajno.
It's a Vajnajno. I got that. I got it.
Alrighty then. You guys have confused us more than anything, actually. Yeah, you know, I'm surprised they don't add real car sounds.
Probably recording and digitizing it in is probably more work than they care for. I mean, this is an app game, guys. It's not,
True.
You know, this is not Gran Turismo 5 or something. Although, even Gran Turismo 5, I'm not too keen on the engine sounds. I'll be honest with you.
One of these days, right, we're gonna come in here, fire up a car, get ready to take off, and it's going to go, and then you're gonna be like, "Man, I missed the old sounds."
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting killed over here at the name. It's the Vajano. Okay, I can't pronounce it. Like, anyway, let's move on here. Veneno. It's a Veneno. Now it's a Veneno.
I'm gonna just call it the Banano from now on.
Banano. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna start calling it that in all your videos. So
the Banano.
With the Lamborghini Vajano. So Veneno is the actual name. Okay, cool. Got it. See, I can do this. You just have to like phonetically give it to me in the right spelling that I could wing it. Yeah, let's not go back to the no, I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I'm gonna skip on it. I got it right once, so I'm not gonna butcher it again.
Alright, let's go test drive this F1 car. Oh man.
Hey, at least I can say F1 without totally butchering it,
right?
Alright.
Is that Fred? Are you making turbo sounds? I bet he is. I think those are the turbo sounds.
On one of my cars back in the day. And I used to love just revving it down the local streets in the city and just listening to the blow off in between, you know, so you step on it, the turbo spools up, and then you let go of the gas and it goes, you know, and then the ones, sometimes it'll flutter, so it doesn't just go one shot, it goes like that.
Yeah.
So I used to love that. Yeah, and my turbo, I had a big turbo on it, so it was full up. You could hear it like sucking in the air. So yeah, that was fun. That was always fun. And all those passerbys look at you like, what an idiot. But hey, I don't care. I'm a car guy. So.
Turbo, wastegate actuator, blow off valve. That's all the same thing.
and you know, if you don't, some cars have a sensitive MAF sensor. So when you put an open air blow off valve, you could stall your car, right?
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So not only do you look bad, you look like an idiot when your car stalls too.
Where is
you let
this
go of the
thing?
gas and it goes, and then the car goes, crap, gotta restart the car, Mine had to be recirculated. Otherwise the MAF sensor goes crazy. So, Fred, I don't have donations set up. I'm not. I'm okay. Don't worry. Just donate to Danny for me is all. We're here to support Danny.
Well, thank you, Max.
No, anytime.
Where's the thing at?
Go to the
I'm having
European
problems
series.
over here. I'm having problems. I can't oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. Everything's good. It's okay now. It's okay. We found it. Uh-oh, wait. Oh, is this it? Here we go. Let's test drive this baby. We can drive it 3 times, guys.
Yeah, Timo, the way you phonetically spelled it out helped me a lot. I mean, if anytime I want to actually properly pronounce a car name and people actually can give me the phonetics properly, I can definitely try to get it.
Oh, come on.
Did it freeze?
Man. I bet that counts as one of my 3 test drives too. Watch, let's go back in there and it's gonna say, oh, you've only got 2 test drives left. Oh no. Fred, buddy, thank you.
How did you like that 2-second test drive, buddy? Did you hear the revving noises? Oh, you didn't. Oh, I
Fred,
feel so
meet
bad.
other Fred, okay? That's Fred the Screaming Goat. It's kind of funny. I named him Fred.
I got 3 left still, Danny. If you fail again, I'm here. I'm here to carry the weight. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen, though.
See, I got Fred the Goat, and shortly after, the real Fred the real person comes in.
You wanna switch over to my account? I can run it.
Sure, why not? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm here. Watch it crashes when I click on it. That'll really be funny.
Crash. Come on.
Hey.
Crash,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Crash.
Come on.
I'm just trying to jinx you,
Can't
that's
be
all.
crashing during these live streams.
Well, I just
I
did.
made it.
All right.
Oh, I don't have sound.
That's okay.
Yeah, it revs to 15,000. Whee! 15,000.
I bet it.
I'm losing.
Oh my God, you
I'm
lost,
losing.
Max. I bet that thing's like.
Oh man, I lost. That's not right. Oh, it crashes on a 64-bit version, Bosco. Trust me.
Oh, Fred, cool. Thank you for buying the coffee mug. That's awesome. I'm glad it came that fast. That's cool.
So Philip got 16 seconds out of the car, and I can only do 18.9. That's not right. All right, go back to buy cars.
Well, I think they want to hear it now, I bet. So let me go find it and test drive it again.
All right. Mosquito noises.
I'll even go ahead.
Turn the sound back on. But,
yeah, I'll even go ahead and turn. I don't know if I can get sound from you, Max.
I mean, I have to go to my settings to actually turn it on because I have the sound off. Period. I don't even want it on.
I'm gonna turn the volume up just a little bit so y'all can hear this.
Let me crank it up this way.
When you stream the screen, I don't think I get to hear your sound.
No, my screen has no sound. That's why you haven't heard anything. It's on silent. Let me see.
Oh, 3 left. It says 3 left. All right, don't crash on me now. All right, let me turn it up a little more. It's going to be real nice and loud for y'all.
It's still on my screen, so you're going to have to switch back to you.
Oh, good call. Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm looking at myself unmuting, so it's like, hey, wait a minute.
I hear it already, guys. I hear it.
I don't.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait, I'll have to sound on. Go.
It sounds awful. Oh, God, it sounds terrible. That's hurting my ears. I got to turn this down.
That's terrible. Okay, now I'm just going to go back and turn my sound off. Okay, I don't need to hear that.
Man, that was awful. Thanks a lot, guys. Y'all broke
really
my
have to hear
ears
that,
now. That's the worst sound I've ever heard. I figured it was going to be
a tooth drill.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds better.
All right, I was expecting it to be high pitched, but not really like that. All right, let's get out of here. Why can't I leave? Hey, how do I get out of here, guys? I guess I go back to buy cars.
Now go click buy car and it'll move you out. Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes, isn't it great how CSR puts in such realistic sound for our cars?
Oh, that was the worst. That was the worst.
No face reveal, Santos. It's part of my deal with my family to do YouTube, so.
Somebody says,
I'll
can you
reveal
do
my dog's
a...
face. I mean, you guys can meet my puppy one day, but it won't be me.
Tarek the best, what's up, buddy? This one's not really a live race stream. This is more of a game talk Q&A thing. He says, can you guys do a 10-2 lobby? I'm not even really sure if I have any cars set up to do 10-2, really.
Bosco has a car set up for every lobby. Because every time I go into a lobby, within seconds, I'll see him. It's like, he'll just pop right in. Hey, man, I'm here. It's like, oh, my God, Bosco.
Fred, I'd like to say yes, we can live race on Sunday stream, but the thing is, on Sunday stream, you got to be able to get in my lobby, and if you do, every time I come out, someone instantly challenges me, so I don't really get to choose who I want to live race, because everybody's sitting there like machine gun tapping the button just in hopes to get in a race with me, so that would be cool, hopefully, but they won't let me pick my racers. Or my race partner, my opponents, I guess you would call it, right? All right.
Yeah. I mean, Ron, I kind of agree with you. Any real gearhead's going to want some nice engine sounds. I mean, some of these cars with the big V8s and high revving motors, like the F1, should sound awesome. But instead, I have my game on mute because I can't stand the noise. So that's the reality. But it is an app game. You got to kind of, suspend some disbelief, I guess. I mean, again, that's the other aspect about this game is the cars doesn't reflect real life whatsoever. Okay, so some of the fast cars in this game are really not that great in real life, and then some of the best real life cars absolutely stinks in this game. So you just kind of have to, again, suspend disbelief. It's like a movie. You just can't, you can't get too picky about it.
All right, I need to use the restroom, so. Max, you? Can I switch to your screen for a minute?
Yeah, bump it to my screen, no problem.
All right, I'll be right back, everybody. Give me a minute. Somebody says something, Danny, if you do, can you drive it? Evan, I'm not really sure what you're referring to there, but I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Max will keep you all company.
Yeah, so to answer your question, little fella, why you're losing, I have a 10.7177, okay? I'm going to drive it now, and you'll see what it'll run. So basically, I could potentially match to your F40 with this car, and this is not a max car. This is just it's missing quite a few stage 6s. So if you were racing me, this is what I would actually run. That is why you're getting trashed in Showdown right now, because Showdown allows this. So this is the issue, okay? Yeah, the P1 GTR. Well, those are paddle shifter cars, but they probably don't shift that crazy. Tariq, I don't have a dream car. I have cars I really prefer to have someday, but I'm not like a dream car kind of guy. One car I really want is like a Bach Mono. I really want one because I think it'd be awesome. I'm not a motorcycle guy because I'm too chicken to ride a motorcycle, but I don't think I'll be too chicken to drive a Bach Mono. That'll be as close to a motorcycle as I'm willing to get, if you want to put it that way. So, now, oh well, my dog is almost 70 pounds, so he's a little past the small size period. But yeah, he's very cute though. One of these days, during a live stream, maybe if I can work out with Danny how to do it, we can upload some pictures of him real quick so you guys can see him. Let's see. 9.9 lobby. Don't hunt my lobby. I'm not going in lobby. Don't worry. I'm hiding out in my garage. So, yeah, the graphics is what really sold me on this game. This game has some of the best digitized card graphics that I've ever seen. It loses nothing to Gran Turismo's graphics, I'll tell you that. You made the Havoc is 6.8 car, Nolix? Because you said 8.6 car. And I have a German Shepherd. So it's he's really fun. I love him.
Okay, so a minute ago I forgot to answer the question, but somebody said, what's the best tier 3 car for Tempest right now? Well, probably, if you guys recently got that free BMW G82, right? M4 yep. G82, that's going to be a really good car for doing Tempest 3. 2 and 1, I think.
Yeah, it'll be Tempest 3 without stage 6s. I have a video I already recorded. I just haven't had the time to upload it, but I'll definitely put it up this weekend.
Yeah, get that thing up for sure.
Yeah.
Get it up there. Come on.
Yeah,
tomorrow. Do it. Do it.
You know, the thing with the German Shepherd guys is they're real demanding. This is why, as soon as I finish my live streams, I literally have to spend the rest of the night with him to keep him happy. Because, you know, they're smart, but they're also smart enough to know when you're not taking care of them. So they're real stubborn and pushy too.
You know,
he wants the couch. If I don't let him have the couch, he throws a little tantrum. So I don't let him get the couch anyway, because, you know, that's bad training if you let him get what he wants. So it becomes one of those who's going to be the stronger mentally to, you know, get through this. But it's a lot of fun. My dream car.
You know what? I might be kind of crazy, but I would love to have like an old school 1990s Civic hatchback. But of course, like a modified one, right? A little body kit, or an old Supra. You know, like a Mark IV Supra would be amazing, or Subaru WRX STI rally car. Ooh, I would love to have that. Or even one of the old school Cosworth Ford Focus rally cars. Not Focus, Ford Escort rally cars.
Yeah,
something
those are
like
all
that.
Very awesome cars. I mean, you can. I've seen a few guys that have Subarus pretty much set up halfway as rally cars.
Yeah.
One of the best ones I've seen was a wide body one that I saw at a gas station. That thing was awesome. But yeah, those are very cool cars.
I mean, a full-blown rally car, though, man, that's some money.
Yeah. Of course, they're all money when you really. Oh, speaking of S2000s, ICS 3S, the S2000 I wanted was the Powerhouse Amuse kit, because that is an awesome-looking S2000. Of course, the kit itself probably costs as much as the car, but you know, love that. That's awesome. So I don't love the new BMW though.
I'm not a BMW guy. There's a couple I would drive, but someone says, "What about the old BMW, like the E29?" I'm not even sure what that is, honestly.
Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to skip around with some of these comments. I know that you guys are asking all different kinds of questions. Bosco's mentioning about the dog. We got speed bikes. Now, I love street bikes. I love the way they sound and how fast they are, Santos. But I know me. I would die if I ride one because I'm really not good and coordinated with that stuff, and not lucky either. Some old lady in her SUV is gonna run me over in Philly. I just don't want that. So that's why I don't ride a bike. I'm not lucky enough to get away with it.
I used to ride motorcycles, but more like the cruiser type. I've never ridden like a so-called crotch rocket.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to go for a motorcycle, obviously anything I go for the fast stuff. But that just I don't know. I think S2000 is an awesome car. I rode in one years ago when it first came out.
They are cool.
A friend's son got one, and I remember feeling kind of jealous about it. So
I wanted one real bad when they first came out.
Oh, they're awesome. I almost bought one. At one point, right before they went out of production, I actually went to the dealership. I was looking at a Club Sport S2K, and I really wanted to buy it. But then I just, it wasn't practical, and at that point, I just couldn't put the money down for it. Now you can't get one.
All I did is go in and collect my free tickets from the event hub. Nothing too interesting, guys.
You want to switch back to your screen?
Well, I mean, I could if you're not doing nothing.
Did I build this BMW? Hold on. Oh, I did.
I don't know. Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is the one we're talking about for Tempest 3 Tier 3. This thing will beat it Stage 5 only. Okay, so I'll put a video out soon. Like I said,
cool
that'll
car.
show you.
What about the non-Purple Star one? Will that do the same? I can't remember. The other G82?
I think it comes close, but it may need a Stage 6 versus... Well, I think it probably could. I never really tested it. So I'll test it, and I'll update it in that video if it turns out it can also do it. So...
Fred, buddy, thank you for the donations. Definitely appreciate that. Timo says Max is just a proud JDM guy. Like me, including Nissan.
Oh yeah, I was a big Nissan guy for the longest time before I moved to domestics, but and I still love imports. I mean, I like all the import cars, particularly a lot of the Japanese stuff. So I was kind of disappointed when they come out with some new ones that didn't live up to the hype. But
Felipe, go watch the video I made the other day, or go watch Zukar's video on how to drive that car, and it tells you which parts to pull off. I think there's 3 fusion parts. If you take them off, they're faster. I don't remember which ones they are offhand. Do you, Max?
I don't.
I think there was 2 transmission parts, 2 or 3 parts off the transmission.
No, it's all off the trans, because the trans really seems to be pretty bad.
But it's something like remove the stage 2 and stage 4 transmission parts, maybe. But yeah, go watch.
It's like something like 2 greens and a blue and a red. Something
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But that video I made tells you, and I remember Zukar's video also tells you. So I would go double check on one of those.
Well, I mean, I do end up seeing quite a bit of nice cars in my area because I live near an area that, one is near a major city, and 2, it has some rich suburbs around it. The other day I drove by a 812 Superfast, and, yesterday I saw our favorite car to hate in this game, which is the 488, but it's not the Spider version. So yeah, they're pretty often to see Ferraris and stuff like that, McLarens. But again, it just the area tend to have a lot of supercars. I saw Bugatti Veyron.
I would love one of those.
Yeah, on 95 one day. So
I would love to have a Bugatti, actually. Fred says, should I continue making CSR2 YouTube videos? Well, if you enjoy it, go for it. YouTube's actually really hard, so you kind of got to be, I think you got to do a lot of work or be really lucky for your channel to take off. But if you like it, definitely keep doing it, guys. So
yeah,
I guess...
Santos, run your car beats. Oh, sorry, Danny.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Little Phil says, I've been trying to get back into live racing, and in recommendations, I took a long break, so I don't have any new cars. I've been out for a year or two. Well, we don't really know what cars you have, honestly, so that's kind of hard to answer.
If you don't have the new cars, it's not a problem, but from the old school cars, we're talking about 2 years ago, I would say something like the LB Aventador was out back then. If you have that car, that's still very viable. The Bachmano's always viable. If you have the Regera, that's a great car. So some of these really old cars are still good. They're just not as super competitive as they were because of the new stuff.
ICS3S, thank you for the donation. That's very nice of you. You know, one of my favorite old live racing cars used to be the Ferrari F40 and the Sesto Elemento. I don't know if you have any of those. Any of the old RX-7s were really good. The S15 Rocket Bunny is a really cool one for live racing. But I mean, most of those will get pushed if you keep winning live races, though. But that's been a thing ever since back in the day.
Yeah, and if you can get your hands on the F1, again, very good. Wow, Diotic, that's not good. Poison Ivy sucks.
Yeah, that's no fun. I've had that once or
F40
twice.
Is still good, still competitive. Yeah. Bosco mentioned. I saw a SLR McLaren the other day, Danny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was parked outside of a restaurant right around the corner from my house.
Nice.
So, yep, very rare car. I think there's only like 150 in the world.
Is the C10 Tiffany good? No, not really. It's not a good live racer. Unfortunately, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that must be neat to see something that rare.
Yeah. So Nick saw a red Veyron in Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte should have some nice cars. Any decent sized city in the U.S., you're going to see some interesting cars. You know, I've seen quite a few different McLarens. I got one guy parking in my garage in Center City where I park for work that rotates 4 or 5 supercars. I mean, that's what he drives. He's got a 720S. He has a 570 with the wing, which is probably the newer one. The 600 LT, I think he has. He has a Porsche GT3 RS, and the other day he was driving a cheaper car, like a AMG, the German. It looks like the German military wagon. The G wagon. That's it. That's exactly what it's called. So he had one of those the other day. So I'm always excited to see him park whatever new thing he's got, because it's always something cool.
Now, getting back on some of the live racing cars, this Toyota Supra can do really good, and this car is currently free. If you don't have it in the dealership to buy for free, I should say to get for free, once you get through to unlock the events for this, they will give you this for free. This is a pretty nice live racer I think on stage 4. I have a video on how to set this up, but only problem is you kind of got to get this guy up to the purple stars. I don't know how this does without the stars, but these new Elite Tuners cars, most of these are great for live if set up correctly. But you do need a lot of stars, and it's a pain to get all the tokens to get the stars. Let's look for some other cars that are really good.
Yeah, so Cody, I have not seen a Tesla Plaid. I've seen lots of Tesla P90Ds and stuff, but not the Plaid. Or P100Ds, actually, I've seen, but not the Plaid itself. Yeah, I mean, I got a Porsche dealership near me, too. Yeah, they have some nice stuff in there, but I try not to go there because I feel poor whenever I drive by the Porsche dealership. So
Mustang HPE 750, LB NSX, the regular NSX, either one of these RX-7 Rocket Bunnies. Those are all nice live racers. The Juke, the Nissan GTR Attack Package. I think this 2014 LB does good. That Sylvia S15 is really good. I guess those are the main ones I have set up in my favorite live racing lobby from back in the day. So any of those are really good dyno beating live racers. But we like to set up more of the lower performance point high evo cars these days. So if you have any of those all work great. The back mono is a killer live racer. The Cento Daihatsu is really good. The LB Aventador Coupe can be pretty good. So those, if you have some of those, definitely try those out.
yeah, I mean, I this is kind of like now we're going into like philosophy and stuff, but Buddhism kind of teach you if you're not gonna feel if you don't want something, you're not gonna feel like you're missing out on something, right? If I go into a Porsche dealership that I know I can't buy any cars from, what am I really doing to myself other than torturing myself? So that's why I don't go. I can enjoy the car on the game just fine. I don't need to walk into the dealership to say, hey, hi there, I'm here to look at cars I can't afford. So, so I just don't bother, that's all. I'm not a big Porsche guy personally anyway, so it's not, I don't feel like I'm losing out on anything.
Which car to buy with your elite tickets? I would say this guy right here.
Yep.
The Corvette
that
C8R.
Expo can be good too, but the CAR is a great car.
The Expo is good. I haven't messed with that one yet.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Oh no, I said the Expo's good too. That's a good car as well. But
only problem is you're going to have a lot harder time getting parts for this, I think.
Yeah, a lot harder. Yep.
What else is in here? I don't really, I mean, these Supras are okay, right?
Yep.
They're not as good as the Elite Tuner Supra we were just looking at, but these are pretty decent.
Oh no, Timo, I'm not saying you shouldn't look at supercars. I'm just saying I don't go dealerships to look at them personally. I go to auto shows before the pandemic. I would go to auto shows every year. I mean, I saw the Tuatara that crashed, that world record Tuatara in person because the guy's from Philly. So, I don't mind looking at those cars. I'm just saying I don't go dealership to gawk at cars that I can't afford. To me, it's not, rather than giving myself the stress of thinking I can't afford this, I just look at it at an auto show and, enjoy it that way. Or see them in the game too. I enjoy seeing cars. And I like going to Cars and Coffee, which is very nice. Other owners bring their cars and you can enjoy them. So yeah, I never go to the dealership. We have a few dealerships around here that has pretty much anything you can think of. But doesn't mean that I necessarily want to go there.
Yeah, I don't really go. There's a little place that sells Lamborghinis and Ferraris by my house. And I don't really, yeah. I've always said, hey, I'm going to stop in there one day, but I never really did because kind of the same thing. Why go bother, waste my time and somebody else's time? Because those salesmen are going to come out there either thinking, oh, you're full of crap, you ain't got no money, or they're going to think you're in there to buy something, so. The way I'd walk in there, they'd probably be like, you don't got no money, get out of here.
Well, they have, my local mall has both a Tesla showroom and a Mercedes showroom before. So I got to sit in the AMG GTR because they had one in the showroom, basically allowing everybody to touch it and sit in it. So I was rather surprised, but I actually got to sit in that car, play with the controls. Obviously it wasn't on, but still you get a feel for what the controls are. And then I also sat in the Tesla, all the different Teslas because they had they would rotate them. They had the X, they had the Type S, and all the different ones. So it was nice. So it's kind of fun to check those out. But I don't usually like the dealerships because I don't want a salesman bothering me while I'm checking out the car. That's basically another thing I don't like. So
yeah, I'm not a fan of salesmen either, to tell you the truth. You know, I think I haven't even messed with I haven't even messed with this other Showdown to try and get that prize car, because all I got is this crappy Jaguar that doesn't do very well.
I mean, a lot of the guys were using the AMG Black with the down tune to get it. Your problem now might be finding enough players on this Showdown now, because I think a lot of people are kind of done with it.
Hey, I'm gonna win one. Check that out. Or am I? Ooh, that was close. But yeah, I probably won't win this thing. I'm not really... I've been really just turned off by the new Pro League Showdowns. To tell you guys the truth. I mean, hey, I'm in number 2 again. I'm probably still in rookie, though. I'm still a rookie, you know.
I see Joe Newman joined us. Hey, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Yeah, Bosco, it's not like I don't work hard, but, so I'm not saying not to work hard. I'm just saying you should know your limits to some degree and not overextend yourself. I mean, there are people that reach too hard for something they really shouldn't, and they end up regretting it. They do something stupid just to make money. I don't want to do that. That's not me.
Yeah, I actually saw a Corvette R8 today.
That's an Audi, Denny. It's Audi R8.
C8.
The Corvette
C8,
is a
I'm
C8
sorry.
Model of
I saw
Corvette.
a Corvette C8 today.
C8 Stingray, right?
Yep. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of them around Philly now. Definitely has nice street presence, that car.
You know what? The first time I ever saw one of those, I thought it was like a little Ferrari or maybe some sort of Lotus. And I was like, holy crap, that's a Corvette? I mean, they did such a nice job on the little C8s there.
They did a good job. It's a big car, though. Have you seen it up close?
Oh yeah, actually I have.
Yeah, it's a big car. Each generation of Corvette's gotten bigger. So I had the C6, and the C8's wider and longer and everything. I mean, it's a big car, but still, it looks great though. Definitely looking forward to getting my hands on it. That's one of the cars I'm definitely getting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the new Supra. I have to be honest with you. I don't know. There's something missing with that car. It just doesn't.
I'd rather have an old one.
Ooh, new Integra. That should be interesting if that comes out. That model has a lot of history, and you just try to get your hands on the Integra Type R nowadays. So,
you know what? When are they going to come out with a new CRX? A Honda CRX?
It's going to be like a hybrid electric thing that's real slow and tiny.
They have that. What is that? The CRV? No, that's the SUV. They got something that looks like a CRX, kind of, but it kind of sucks.
Oh, they have like this super small SUV from Honda that I think is something X, but I don't know. Honda's newest and greatest thing right now is obviously the NSX Type S, but
no, I don't think I can link a photo. I don't think I have any way to do that. Sorry.
Yeah, Diotic, I did see the new Countach, and I think it's going to come to the game. Knowing Natural Motion, they won't leave a car like that without making it into the game somehow. And it might be, maybe if we're lucky, we get it as a milestone or something free. And if we're not, of course, it's going to be a flash car. But I'm pretty sure that's going to come to the game. I saw the pictures and everything online.
Yeah, I've seen the new Countach, and it's pretty cool. I know somebody the other day was telling me how horrible it was, and they ruined it, and it was just nasty and disgusting. I was like, what are you talking about? It's such a nice looking car. No, you can't put leaks in chat, actually.
I don't think it's possible. I mean, it's not in live chat anyway. They can't, you know. Hey, happy Friday, Stacks. Yeah, Integras, you know, the Type R Integras were cool little cars.
Oh, they were.
They're cool little cars. And you know what's interesting is this generation that grew up, like our age, Danny, our age guys, we grew up with the 90s import cars.
Yep. Right?
The Fast and Furious movies, the 90s import cars. So we actually care more about them than we do, even more so than some like domestic cars like the Mustangs from the 90s. Nobody has really awesome feelings about the 90s Mustangs.
Yeah,
okay? Maybe
true.
the 60s Mustangs, absolutely. 70s, maybe. But by 80s and 90s, like the Mustang kind of fell off the radar. But if you talk about a 90s Supra, 90s RX-7, the Integra, those are cars right now. The NSX of that generation, those are the cars that a lot of us really would put out big money for as adults to try to get a hold of. So it's very interesting to watch like car auctions nowadays and how things have changed. Who would have thought the NSX would be more expensive now than when it was new?
Oh, I know, it's crazy.
Hey, Mojo Moto Man, welcome.
What's up? All right, 100T Mr. Average says, have you ever got a car in a bronze crate? Yes, I've got many of bronze crate cars. Normally it's a 1-star car. I've actually got a tier 5 3-star car once or twice. I think I've got a 2-star car once or twice, but it's not that often that one pops out of there. Most of the time, if it does, it gives you like a little like I don't know, Mini Cooper or something. Tier 1 Mini Cooper.
EKT Music, sorry to hear about your tooth issue. Hope you get better soon.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson
so,
says, what do you think about the new racing mobile game called Race Masters by Nites Games? First off, thank you for the donation, and I actually think I played that game, or I downloaded it or something, but I think I downloaded it but never really played it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a Huracan Coupe out of the bronze crates. I've gotten at least once or twice in the last 5 years. So, yeah, because it's a 3-star, but you can get a T5 3-star out of there.
I'm gonna look that up on YouTube, actually. Race Masters gameplay. Because I can't remember if I downloaded it and didn't play it, or if I played it and just didn't.
I think, Julian, I'll probably be buying Forza Horizon 5, but I probably won't buy it immediately when it comes out, because the last 2-3 times I bought games that just came out, they were absolute disasters. So
this is different. This is like little cartoony cars. Actually, this isn't the game I'm thinking of. It's got a Rick and Morty car. There's Rick. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna watch a video on this. Race Masters.
Polaris Razor. Interesting. I never thought about that. Fastest car in CSR should be the Indy car right now.
Yes.
And then we don't know if the F1's going to beat that. Do you think the F1's going to beat it, or it's still Indy
I kind of have a feeling it is, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah. Ronaldo, hey there. How are you? You're kind of coming in on the end here, Ronaldo. We're about done, because we started earlier today at 4, so we'll be done around 6.
Yeah, we usually start depending on what time Max is going to be available and off of work. So we're either going to start at 4 or 5. Like, if we can, we start at 4. But if, Max can't get on till later, then we start at 5.
Yeah, sometimes I get stuck in traffic trying to get home. That really sucks.
Felipe, I've never played Burnout Paradise, but it looks awesome. Yeah. I've always thought about it, but I can't really afford to buy a lot of PC games or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so Santos, if you love something, why not? I mean, if you can afford it, it's not stretching your budget too much, get a nice camera. I know people that are into photography and they spend tens of thousands on lenses. It's crazy. It's not a cheap hobby, but
yeah.
Then again, no hobby is really cheap if you're really into it.
I used to do wildlife photography.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I got a page on Flickr. Like if you look up Daniel Caldwell on Flickr, if you Google that, you'll find my stuff there. But yeah, I mean, I remember. Sad thing is, if you want a really nice camera, it's pretty expensive. But I started off with like a budget Nikon like D3200. I think it was like a $500 camera for the camera and the lens. I had a lot of fun with that. Eventually I moved up to a really nice camera body with a big huge giant zoom lens for wildlife and stuff. And I'll tell you what, I loved it. I loved doing it. I was good at it. But after I started having the nerve and muscle pain, I couldn't carry that 15-pound camera setup around anymore. But I'll tell you what.
That's awesome, Santos.
If you like taking photos, definitely get yourself a nice camera and learn to use it. All right, learn to shoot in manual mode. Don't play around with the automatic crap. You know what I mean? Learn to shoot in manual. It's a lot easier than it sounds. I mean, there's really three settings you gotta adjust, right? And it sounds very complicated at first. It's just like so overwhelming, but it's really, really easy once you get the hang of it. How much do you think you have?
Berlin.
What's that?
Dennis Heiss says hi from Berlin. Greets from Berlin.
Hey, welcome to the stream. MT100 says, how much have you spent on this game, Danny? Well, out of my own money, out of my wallet, I've probably spent about $30 in 4 years. I've had a couple people donate $20 and say, hey, I know you wanted a certain car, go buy it. So I've bought a couple cars like that. I don't know, I don't make very much money, so I can't afford to buy a bunch of stuff on these games.
I've spent a lot. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. I spend a lot. So, I've curbed my spending a little bit more recently, but what I do is I spend in bursts. So it'll be like nothing for a few months and then a few hundred, then nothing for a few months, few hundred. I mean, just the way I spend. But then again, I just spent $10 on lattes today. So I guess, if I don't drink coffee lattes for 10 days, that's easily a decent chunk of CSR2 stuff.
Santos, buddy, a GoPro is a really nice little camera for taking video and maybe a couple snapshots, but if you're really trying to do some really nice photography, I think I would go with either a really nice little Nikon. Right? I think Canon makes better cameras overall, but the cheaper Canons kind of suck. The higher end Canons are amazing, but will cost you a fortune. But the less expensive Nikons are really nice. Yeah, GoPros are great if you're trying to take videos and stuff, but they're not really what a photographer would want to use. Yeah. But I mean, so it depends on what you're trying to do with it. Sorry, Max, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was trying to answer Dennis's question because I know this is going to get asked a lot in the next week or two. So for the Enzo Showdown, I think most people will have access to the Green Hell Porsche. Now, that's not going to be a top car for that Showdown by a long stretch, but it's a usable car. For me, I probably will use the McLaren Elva, which is faster, and while it's not the top car, it's at least one of the more competitive cars. So, But those are probably some likely options for people.
Someone said, how long have you guys been playing CSR2? For me, it's been about 4 years. Max, you're probably going on 5, right?
I started September of 2016. So you figure that is 5 years
6.
now.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Yeah. Well, coming up on, let's see, 16 to 20 is 4 years. So yeah, 5 years. Coming up on 5-year anniversary of it. Speaking of which, actually, I think I started end of August, so probably is the anniversary, 5 years anniversary already. So yeah, I remember downloading this game because I quit playing War Robot.
Boo. Boo.
I know.
Zydek says, Sony makes great cameras. You know, I've never been a Sony guy, but yes, they do make very nice cameras. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers that stream get Sony cameras for their webcam because the video quality on the Sonys are awesome. Plus, a lot of them have a thing set up where you can actually use them for a webcam. A lot of cameras you can't. But most really big YouTubers use a Sony camera for a webcam. Now, I've never really liked them for taking photos, and I don't really remember why, but some people do. I'm not saying they're bad cameras, but some people love Sonys.
I don't know much about cameras, so...
Fred, good night, and thank you for the donations, and thank you for being a channel member. All right, go ahead, Max.
No, I saw Thomas's link to his IC3S's car. That's a nice looking S2K, by the way. Beautiful car. So I was going to answer a question from Stacks about the Countach being used for the next Classic at Heart event. If you're that upgraded, I suspect it'll be fine. Because you're only missing what I would consider one of the weakest stage 6s, and you have Elite level 29. That should definitely be a good choice. So I would totally rock it. No, I saw the picture, ICS. Beautiful car. Very nice. Again, I mean, I really like the S2K. I always had a soft spot for that car. And the original one revved to 9K, so you have to rev the snot out of it to really have fun with it. The later generation, I think they lowered the red line to about 8,400, which is still high for most cars, but you know, Best 2000 had that 9,000 red line before.
Andrew Jackson says, search behind car roars, and that's Racing Masters. I'm not quite sure what you mean there, buddy. Search behind car roars.
Now, Dennis, the GT430 fifth car, B-Trap, the real issue is whether you have enough fusions for the Lotus to get it through. I was able to beat it without stage 6s, so it's definitely doable, but you need fusions. So if you don't have fusions, you need stage 6s to compensate for the lack of fusions. So it's a question which way it may go. But it's, you know... Thomas, that's kind of rude, but domestic cars tend to like to rev at 2K, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, the Spoon version of the S2K, I believe, ran to 12,000 RPM limit, or 11,000 RPM. So can you imagine owning that car? You sound like you're driving an Indy car running around to get groceries. So...
That would be kind of cool, I think.
Cool. Yep. That would be kind of cool. I would rev it just to rev it. I mean, I would just like drive around in first gear just to get the car up there. It's like, yeah, man, 10K. It'd be like a little buzzer going down the street.
Yeah,
as long as it doesn't sound like that car from this game.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah,
I used to love VTECs.
Oh, Fast and Furious made VTEC kicked in, yo. Such a meme. It's ridiculous.
I used to know what VTEC was way before Fast and Furious came out.
Yeah, the Spoon S2K probably is going to be like 100,000 in the motor. So yeah, that car's not going to be cheap.
Also, 2JZ. I think a lot of people go around saying, yeah, it's a 2JZ, and they don't even know what that is. They just say that because they saw it on the movie.
Yeah, exactly. They don't realize what car that came from, why it's famous. But hey, you know, but the movie did put a bunch of cars on the map for people that otherwise would have never even knew about them. Like it blew up the Toyota Supra, which, you know, 2JZ is a super motor. So
yeah, it's a motor Zyodic motor for the Supra. Team OT says the best engine in the world.
Well, I mean that's arguable, but so you know, RB26 is the Skyline motor. So that again, that's arguable, right? And what defines the best motor in the world? So it's, if you're talking about just big horsepower, there's some U.S. domestic motors that may want to challenge that title. For a 6-cylinder though, that 2JZ is pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure. It is.
That's awesome.
I would like to have one.
You obviously have some nice cars. Huh? Sorry.
Oh, I would like to have a Supra with a 2JZ in it.
Yeah. But you want the... There was actually a 2JZ swap kit to put that motor in my Nissan that I owned back in the day, that little 240SX.
Yeah, I've seen that
so,
before.
Yeah, they were jamming all kinds of motors in there. It was pretty funny. But yeah, these things had a lot of power. I had a guy who had a 2JZ Supra. He had just turbos with stock turbos, and all he did is turn up the boost. And he was pushing something around 420 to the wheel. From the factory, you know, about 300 horsepower. He went right up to like 420 to the wheels.
A little bit of extra boost does go a long way.
Well, without blowing up the motor either. That's the big part of that.
Yeah.
That motor's overbuilt, can handle a lot of power. So, yeah, there's some mean motors out there. Period. You know. But anyway, we're at 6:06. I'm gonna have to call it soon. I hear my dog barking downstairs as well, so he's getting impatient.
All right, everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Our 2 hours is up. Moderators, thank you. You guys do an awesome job. We appreciate you coming out to make sure the stream runs really good. Everybody who donated and channel members, thank you for the extra support as always. That's definitely appreciated and very helpful. And everybody who comes out just to watch the streams and check out the videos and stuff, we appreciate you guys a lot. Everybody, thank you, Maxthegamer, and don't forget to sub to Max, guys. Don't forget to sub to Max's channel. Alright, the little Streamlabs bot every 15 minutes or so has been posting a link to Max in chat, so you can scroll up a little bit and find that really easy, I would imagine. He comes over here and helps you guys out and answers all kinds of questions and stuff. So if you haven't subscribed to Max yet, please do so. We would really appreciate the lot. Anything to add before we go, Max?
I always enjoy the streams, guys, and thank you for all your comments and support. And thank you, Denny, for hosting these streams. It really makes life a lot easier for me because I'm just not that technically savvy with it. But yeah, lots of fun, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you next week around the same time because it does change now and then. And thank you for staying up until 3:38 a.m. Deeptesh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, again, catch you guys next time. And in the meantime, I'll put up that video that I was talking about with the BMW for Tempest 3 Tier 3 without Stage 6s. So look out for that one on your notifications.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much and have a great day. We'll see you next time, all right? You're all awesome and lightning out.